I would make fun of you and bully you, and I feel like I was your friend, and that
Yeah,
helped a
no, it's
little bit.
great. It's fucking fantastic.
Welcome back, everybody, to A Bike Right Away, a Best Friend for Life podcast. What's going on? We are your hosts, Becca and Lee, coming at you from Texas and Oregon. We have been best friends for 28 years, and we just link up every week and try to catch up. And, we can no longer ride our bikes to each other's houses. So, this is what we do now. We talk about absolutely nothing, trauma, and basically just human existence in general. So, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Yay.
We are live and let's talk to the people. Let's let them know what we got going on. What did you do this week?
Um, I froze my fucking nipples off. That's what I've been doing.
Why? How cold is it right
We're
now?
in the. Oh, Jesus. It's like, I checked earlier and it was like 11 degrees outside.
Dude, yeah, I heard it's like snowing everywhere.
Yeah, let's see, it feels like 17 right now. But,
Okay.
yeah, it's the great ice apocalypse of 2026.
Damn.
Yay!
Dude, the sun is like shining right now. Like the sun is
Is it?
shining. Yeah, it's really nice. It was really windy though. Like the past couple weeks it was terrible. It reminded me of Odessa a lot. I
Ugh.
hated it. Like my skin felt so dry, which is very unusual for here because we're just usually so
Like
I don't want to say.
humid
And
and moist.
I was gonna say moist, and I was
Mm.
like, I don't want to say it, but no. Literally, we have a lot of precipitation, and it's just been super freaking dry and windy. And so I just have had to take. I've been taking. Stop laughing, you dumbass. I've had to take like 2 showers a day just because like I need to like get water on my skin. But yeah, you're so
Ugh.
stupid.
Bro, you ever heard of lotion? Aveeno?
No, I
Nivea?
mean, I know that's
Something.
the thing. Like that's how bad it is. Like I moisturize consistently. Like I use Jergens. It's like my favorite. I've
Mm.
used it since I was like a kid. I always get a lot of compliments that my skin is very soft. Yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah, like there is a serial killer out there that his obsession with skin, he would really want my skin. It's that soft.
Well, you better watch out, serial killers.
Yeah, yeah,
There's your
come
girl
and
right
get
there.
it.
She
Come
got
and
baby
get it.
soft skin.
I got knives.
Mine looks like
Watch
a
out.
leather bag. Thank you.
Don't come for her. But yeah, other than that, like, what is, so you told me some shit went down with your wife because you dropped her off at a bus stop, apparently. I didn't realize she still went to school.
Dude, I hate when she takes the bus. I swear the worst type of people go on the bus.
Ugh.
Dude, it's like, I don't know what it is about buses that they just attract like the most disgusting people on the planet.
Okay, well, like, set the scene. Like, what is going on? What are you doing? Why? What bus are you talking about? Like, what's going on here?
Well, Greyhound.
Okay, but like, why is she taking the bus? Like,
Is
where
because
is she going?
she had to go back home. She had to go back to Juarez because her mom had surgery and she was
Mm-hmm.
gonna go take care of her. She's over there now still.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, she was probably like an hour and a half into the bus ride, and she's like, "Hey, there's like these like this couple on the bus, and they're kind of like rude, right?" And she told me that first that the girl had like told her something in English, and my wife does not know English yet. We're working on it,
Mm-hmm.
and that she told her that she didn't speak English, and the girl like made a face at her like, like what? You don't speak English? This is America. What the hell?
Yeah, rolling her eyes and
But
shit.
yeah. And then she got into it. That girl got into it with another bus rider, and it was just the stupidest fucking shit. You know, it's
Dude,
like this is the type of things that kids in middle school say, where
it
they're
sounded
like,
like
"Oh,
it.
you smell bad." Like, like, bro, come on. What the
Dude.
fuck are you talking? Like, you smell bad? You're ugly, so you need to be deported, bro. What the hell? Kind of. I'm pretty sure my niece could come up with like some, harder shit than that.
Better better come back than
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Like, and then like, you can hear because she sent me the voice note, which I sent to you,
Yeah,
and
I
that's
had
why you
listened to it.
know.
Mm-hmm.
And you could just hear this girl's like boyfriend in the background. He's like, "Oh, stop, stop, okay,
Oh,
stop."
okay, that's what he was. Yeah, he's like, dude, bro, just chill, like just chill.
Like,
And she
bro,
was
do
like, you
something.
and your cross blanket. What does she call it? Your crag blanket or your Well, I don't know what meth blanket. That's what it was. She was like, "You and your meth blanket, you ugly, you ugly." Like she just kept saying that over and over. And she's like, "You think just because you got nails, you can
Yeah,
do this?
dude, the
Y'all need to get
stupidest
deported,
shit.
dude."
She was
I
like,
was,
you and your family or something. I don't know what the hell she started talking about, but I was like, oh my god, this is so stupid. Every time she goes on the bus, something happens. The last time she went,
yeah.
somebody, wait, I'm sure there was something wrong with him. God bless him. He
Hmm.
tried to kill himself with a phone charger. Like he like wrapped it around his neck. Yeah. And I was like, Liliana, we gotta get you a car because this is nuts.
I was about to say, is there like no other means of transportation that's available?
I mean, besides me taking her, no, she doesn't have her own car. I have to work.
Yeah.
Like, this is, for now,
She
this
can't take
is
a
how she
bike?
has to get around. Yeah, yeah, let's just take a bike all the way to Juarez. That's a great idea. Actually, you know
Yeah.
what? It might be better than taking that fucking bus.
Probably. Maybe like find people that like make the trip and maybe there's like a share ride or something she can join. Maybe, but I don't know. It's that's not safe right now.
Still not safe. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised you let her take the bus considering I mean, I don't know. I have you been like really like watching the news of like what's going on with like ICE and like
She
Minnesota
got
and just
approached by an ICE officer the line when
dude,
she was coming back to Odessa, and thankfully he was very nice to her. Thank God. He just approached her. She was like fiddle because she was trying to put her luggage back in the bus, and she didn't see them. If she would have, she told me that if she would have seen that they had like arrived, she would have been like freaking out, which understandably. And
yeah.
she said that he just approached her from the back and he asked her like, "Hey, like where are you going?" And she was like, "Oh, to Odessa." And he was like, "Well, like what do you do there?" And he was like, "I live there with my wife." And he was like, "Okay." And she asked him, she was like, "Do you want to see like my documents, like my papers and everything?" And he was like, "No, it's okay. Just go ahead and get on the bus." But she said she was like, "Oh my god."
Dude, I don't know. I feel like it's interesting. I mean, I don't have any facts or data to like back this up, so this is just my own theories. I feel like ICE in Texas is a little bit different because I feel like they have an actual true agency because they've been there for years because of the border. Like they truly are border protection. And so I feel like they kind of like are more of the law abiding department agencies that really like operate in the way that you're supposed to operate versus like I feel like everywhere else in the country like there was really no need to really have these departments like in the
Dude, it's
middle
just
of
these
the
balding ass white dudes who think like they got a tiny ass dick and they're like, oh, you know what, let's
their
get these
mommies
fucking
never
Mexicans
loved
out of here.
them. Yeah, their
Yeah,
mommies never loved them. Their daddies never loved them. Dude, I saw some pictures and like this guy's gut is like hanging out.
dude,
And I'm
I'm
like,
telling you, they just take anybody.
dude, yeah. No, there was the Nadia showed me this TikTok of this journalist that like is a very proponent. She's very opinionated in the way that she dislikes what they're doing, the program and all that stuff. And she literally signed up. And dude, she got a job offer even though she like basically rejected them. She was like, I don't want to work for you. And she like looked in her email and basically was like, hey, you are hired and here's your start date. Like it was wild. Like she
They're
just
like,
kind of
here's a gun, here's an AR-15, have at it, have fun.
literally like she's like if they would have even Googled me, like they would have seen everything that I write about them, like who I am, that I'm a journalist, and like no, like I basically had a job over. She was like, and also I think I forgot what state she signed up through. And basically that state, like they have like their like weed is legal there. And
Yeah.
like she was like, they had me go do a drug test, and I was like, let me just go do it, see if I can do it because she's like, I smoke essentially. And she went and took the drug test and like never heard anything back. And basically they just passed her through and she got a job offer and everything.
Bro.
So yeah, so crazy shit. It's really just difficult to watch. So I try to like watch it, educate myself, just be informed about what's going on, but also like fuck this shit.
Yeah, no
Anyway,
kidding. The fucking, we need to get the hell, that fucking, what do they call them? Hot Wheels out of here? And Ted Cruz's bitch ass too.
oh, I just
Fucking
got
hate
it.
that guy.
Governor Abbott is Hot Wheels
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah,
oh.
yeah. I'm pretty sure, what's her name? Jasmine Crockett was the one that called him that.
But
It's so
What did you
funny.
say? Butch. I can't even say it. The way she just wrote that off was dope as fuck. Yeah, we watch a lot of AOC, like just hearings that she has and everything. Like we literally have like I think she did like a GQ magazine cover. Or like she had an interview with GQ, and so she was on the cover of GQ, and like we like snatched that shit up. So we have that magazine. We have like a lot of just powerful, influential people, and we like to just kind of get their magazines. I know magazines really aren't a thing anymore, but we have Issa Rae, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, Taylor Swift, and then I feel like we have somebody else, and I can't remember who it might be. But just strong female women that are like, boss bitches.
Right, right.
Out there doing the Lord's work. That he clearly is not doing. Yeah, so.
No kidding, dude. Like everybody, because I remember in 2021 when it all went to shit here in Texas, and like people were dying. It was
like
horrible.
the
Like the
grid, like the
infrastructure
electrical
was
grid.
just not, yeah,
Yeah,
up to
yeah,
par, and it was just horrible. Everybody was suffering.
yeah.
And then Ted Cruz got on a plane to Cancun.
Yeah, they were right back because we're like, bitch, get your fucking ass to work. Get to work, you lazy ass
And
motherfucker.
this time they right before the storm hit again, he was he was caught on a plane to California, and everybody was like, "Oh, we gotta go to HEB. Shit's gonna hit the fan again." And I
Oh
was
my
like, "Oh
god,
fuck, I need milk. I need water."
that's so stupid. I remember when we were living in Florida, the governor there is DeSantis, the stupid dumbass
Oh,
too.
that other dumbass, goddamn.
Yeah, he's like the Ted Cruz of fucking Florida. But anyways, it was like a hurricane that had just hit, and like he goes down there to do press, and dude, he has like these like white ass like rain boots on that like don't are not even dirty. They're just like white, and he just looks like so dumb, and he's like, oh, like pointing and shit. Like he literally just landed, did the photo up in his white fucking ass rain boots, and then just left. Like they're all the fucking same. Like they're just they ain't shit. And then they always make fun of him because he always has like little taconcitos in his boots. And like he always has like if you look at his feet, the way they walk, he always has like little taconcitos. He's like, at night, what you be doing? You be like flipping your hair. It's like your drag name is probably like Denisha DeSantis.
Greg Abbott wishes he could wear tacones.
He probably puts them on his little Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
He probably has like a little Barbie car. He's like, I'm Barbie. Where's my Ken?
We're gonna get deported, bitch.
Oh God, don't even say that. Anyways, let's just pivot. Let's talk about something different because we could talk about this all fucking day and everybody's already
And it's just
talking
gonna
about
make
it.
me mad.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna boil my blood. Anyways, I know you don't really watch football, but like the AFC and NFC championships are going on right now. The AFC championship just finished. It was the Denver Broncos against the Patriots. Dude, the game was so lame. So lame. It's boring. The Denver Broncos lost their quarterback, like literally like the last game, like the last playoff game that they had before this one. And so they had like their backup quarterback playing. It started snowing. And so it was just like lame. Like nobody could do anything. I was so bored. But basically the Patriots won. They're going back. Don't really care about them. But yeah. So the Seahawks and the Chargers are about the Chargers? Yeah. Wait. Rams, sorry. I get them confused. They look the same. But the LA Rams are playing the Seattle Seahawks, and the Seahawks are pretty good looking this year, but I think they're gonna win it all, but we'll see. Anyways, do you care about that? Do you watch any football?
I mean, I watch it. Like I don't know if I've told you. I don't get start getting into it until like the playoffs when it like
Yeah.
really starts to matter. You know what I mean? Where like it's really heated, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my god, who's gonna win?
Yeah.
But
I f-
yeah, anything other than that, I just kind of like, meh,
yeah. I got you.
whatever.
I feel that way about baseball. I feel like baseball is kind of like boring through the season, but
Oh
like
my
once you kind of get into
god,
like playoff baseball, then like that's when it gets like interesting.
baseball. I like going to like an actual game. I remember we went
Same.
to go watch the Rangers,
Yeah.
and it's just like the being in there and like the
The
fucking $30
food.
beer that you have to pay for. But
Yeah.
it's cool, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just fun. But if I like sit there and watch it on TV, I can't. I just
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah, it's very hard to watch for sure. I think I find a little bit more enjoyment like watching it because I play softball.
Yeah.
So I kind of see like the chess game kind of going on. But yeah, as I'm saying, like that's why like I kind of like would rather get into it during playoffs because I feel like the stakes are higher and I feel like
Mhm.
You are more like risky, you're more showy because like you are entertaining people at the end of the day. And I do think baseball viewership is like really down, especially because I feel like these big teams that everybody knows, like the LA Dodgers, the like New York Yankees, like the Boston Red Sox, like they're just so rich that they basically like just buy up like all the best players and like have the money to develop these big monster rosters that it's like really hard for other teams to compete unless they put like about the same amount of investing in it. So it kind of just makes the game a little boring because you kind of already know who's gonna win.
Yeah, it's like you're watching the same thing. You watch one baseball game, you watch them all.
Yeah, exactly. But college softball, like that shit's crazy. Like that's
That
cool.
shit is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. For
Yeah.
a little bit, I got really into that, and I was like, "Oh, this is too gay. I need to step
Yeah.
back." But that was back in like the, I was like,
Yeah.
closeted little Christian girl.
Oh, I
Anyways,
got you. Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, no,
Dude.
it gets super intense. They like play their hearts out, man. It's really
Dude.
fun. It's fun to
Yeah.
watch.
They make some
I like it more
badass
than
fucking.
baseball. That makes me like a feminist or whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, it just
It's more
moves
exciting.
faster. I feel like it
Yeah.
moves faster. There's less ego. It's just like more exciting. I don't know. It's just they just do. I mean, like they all do like really cool plays, but like to see a woman do it is just different. It just kind of hits
It's way
different.
better. Why would you not rather watch a woman like slide to home plate than some crusty ass man?
You're so fucking stupid. You're so fucking stupid. You get on my nerves. But anyways, so like when Liliana went off to Juarez for like did she go for like the whole week? Is she back already?
She's still over there. She missed all this great, great, great snow.
Oh, nice.
Um,
Are you gonna go back and get her, or like she gonna ride the bus back?
it's because she's coming back in the middle of the week. I can't. I think she's coming back
Um.
like on a Thursday or something. So I can't. I have to work.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense.
But hopefully, nothing crazy happens. Hopefully, there's no racist asking to get deported just because you're ugly. Ew.
Dude,
Get
that
out
video
of here. You're
recording.
ugly.
Dude, that video recording was crazy. Oh my god, they're just so annoying.
Dude,
But
it's like I still listen to it and I'm like, what the fuck? What's wrong with you people? This is why America is the way that it is. We got people like that living here.
yeah, like it's just so much hate going around, and like that people are just not happy with themselves. They like don't have any love for themselves, so therefore like they will barely have any love for other people or just like human decency. And like when you're just kind of perpetuating that, it means that you kind of see the world a little bit in that way. And if you're not working on yourself to kind of clean that up within like your own internal system, you're just dumping your own shit on other people. It's really
Yeah.
what you're doing. You're just shitting on other people because like you yourself feel like shit. It's like I'm sorry that your mommy and daddy didn't love you. Like whatever you've gone through, like all of us have gone through something. Like we all are broken, have traumatic past. Like somehow all have gone through something difficult, and we make an effort to not be like shitty to people. Like it's not
Yeah.
easy, but you can do it. It's not that hard. It's just like I'm sorry that your mommy and daddy never taught you. My mommy and daddy never taught me, and like I just had to go out there and like find my own therapy, figure out like what kind of human being I wanted to be, and like stop perpetuating that shit. Like please just go work on yourself and stop being so hateful. Jesus
Just
Christ.
fucking grow up. And
Yeah, if you
stop
need a
telling
hug,
people that they're ugly.
I know,
Jesus.
Jesus. Like bullying is so lame. It's like, dude, please get a life. Like if you're that bored, please go get a. If you need a hug, just say you need a hug instead of calling people ugly.
Yeah, like it's just I can't in the year of 2026 we had to say that. Fucking be an adult, grow the fuck up, get your shit together, and be a decent human being. And that's it.
Yeah,
And then you go die, and then you're done. And that's
yeah,
it. And that's
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Get it together,
Not like
people.
go kill yourself. I meant like you're just gonna grow old and die. I'm not telling anybody to go kill themselves.
Dude, we're gonna get canceled. Like this is never gonna make it anywhere. We're just gonna be shut down immediately.
We're gonna get deported. We're gonna get canceled.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
god.
It's over before it even started. But no, dude, I had made some like notes for like some stuff that we like that I remembered just from like our past and like that we should talk about. But do you remember whenever we were in kindergarten in Ms. Gonzalez's class and we
I
would
do
play
remember Miss Gonzalez.
great, yeah. And we would play house and we would always wear little ties and we would be like the
Yeah.
dad and son.
it was never the dad and wife. We
Yeah.
both had to be boys.
Yeah, exactly. Where we're just like, no, because I just like hated dressing like a girl. It just did not feel like me. And it's not so much that like I want to be a guy. I just like their outfits. I just like want to wear the
The
tie.
clothes is comfortable. Everything
And,
I have
and
on right now is men's clothes, and I'm
literally.
comfortable. But I don't think I look like a man.
Yeah, I like looking like a
I
woman
do get
in
called
men's
sir a
clothes.
lot.
Don't worry, it's happened to me too.
It's just at work though when I have my uniform on, and they're
I
like,
feel
"Excuse me, sir," and I turn around and I'm like, "Yes," and they're like, "Oh, yeah."
Yeah, no, I feel you. I think like especially I mean I've grown out my hair from the top, so I kind of have like longer hair. Like, I have like a ponytail. I have enough for a ponytail. But like yeah, when I had like, a man's cut essentially, and like I was faded up and like I had like my little whatever's going on there. I've been in the grocery line. I remember like I had my headphones in and like I was like going up to like the lane to like check out and I hear somebody going, "Sir, we're closed. Sir, 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 we're closed." And then I was just like putting on my shit. And then I looked up and then I was like, "What?" She's like, "Sir, we're closed." And then when I spoke, I think she heard like, I don't sound like this.
They're
And
right.
she's like, "Oh, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." And then I think she just like felt bad and she just checked me out.
She was like, "Holy shit, I'm gonna get
Yeah,
canceled."
she apologized like so much and I was just like, I honestly don't care. Like it happens. I'm not offended. Like it is what it is. Like I
I
feel like if
mean,
you do it on purpose and like you're trying to
yeah,
be like offensive, like yeah, like that's bullshit. Like I mean, it's not really gonna hurt my feelings. Like I know I'm like a tomboy. Like I like wearing like hoodies and t-shirts and things like that. Like some other days, like I like to like fem it up a little bit more, but for the most part, like yeah, this is what I pretty much look like. But I feel like this is like what Nadia finds attractive about me is that, like I'm very androgynous. I feel like
right,
I kind of teeter the line of feminine and masculinity because like I like to wear makeup, I like to look pretty. So like I like my feminine features. I just like to wear men's clothing.
right, and hell yeah, more power to you. Let me tell you what happened to me the other day in the women's restroom.
Oh no.
No,
No.
listen, I was at
Mhm.
work, okay, and I was in a different town, and I had to come back to Odessa, and every time I leave that town, I stop at a Stripes to pee,
Yeah.
okay,
Mhm.
and I go in there, and I do my business, and I'm washing my hands, right, and there's a mirror, and I hear the door open behind me, and I look up, just to see, hey, who's coming up behind me? It's this old dude. He's old. And he's like he's old. He's like hunched over and he's like walking a little slow. But we make eye contact in the mirror, right?
Yeah.
And remember what I told you, I get mistaken for a boy a lot when I'm in my uniform, especially when I have a beanie on. Well, I had a beanie on and I think he like saw me and he was like, "Oh, look, it's another guy." I'm in the right restroom cuz he
So
just
wait,
be my
who was
what?
in the wrong restroom? Was it you or him?
No, it was him. It was him. I was in the women's restroom. And we make eye contact in the mirror and he nods at me like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, he's old though. Okay, so he wasn't like, "Hey, what's up?" He was just like, "Hello. Hello, sir. Hello,
Yeah.
little man." And I was just like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Am I in the wrong restroom? No, there's no urinals in here." Well, he keeps walking and I'm like, "All right, well, I mean, I'm not going to say anything." I'm like, "Ew, get out of here. What the hell?" You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's old. If he does anything, I can just drop him real quick. He looks
Mhm.
frail.
Take
So
him
he
in the
tries
knees,
anything
just hit the
funny.
knees.
Yeah, he's going down quick, osteoporosis. But he walks into the restroom and I don't know, like it's weird. I don't know how men pee or anything, but like as soon as he walked in, it just like the stream started coming out and like he couldn't close the door and he was like holding his dick in one hand and like trying to close it with the other one and I was like, I gotta get out of here. I don't know what goes on in here when
Oh
there's men.
God,
And I was like,
Jesus.
anyways. But he was old. So I was like, that's somebody's grandpa or something. He probably just got confused and he just
Yeah,
really needed to pee. You know what I mean? So I was
yeah,
like, all right, you do your thing, sir. I'm gonna get out of here before I see something I don't want to see. So I just left.
yeah, yeah. That happens. Yeah, it is what it is.
But
I feel
I
like
was like, he probably thought I was a boy when he saw me. And he was like, hey, how's it going?
you validated him.
Yeah.
He was confused about whether he was in the right place, and then you validated that he was because you look like a boy. He's like, oh, there's
Look,
another boy in
another
here,
man.
and it's great. It's great. But yeah, no, that's hilarious. Yeah, no, when I travel, through airports and like I'll go into like the restroom. Like, yeah, like if I'm wearing like a hat like this or something, like I will see like women do like double takes, like, wait, and then be like, oh, she's a girl. Like they think
Oh,
like
you're
I'm just
fine.
like a boy that mistakenly like went in there and stuff. But I don't know. I just really ignore it. I've never really had like any situations where like anybody was uncomfortable and like had to tell me something. But also I look scary and I look like I'm gonna knife them. So like,
Yeah, you do
if
got
you
that
I'm like
face.
walking in and I got my tattoos. And then of course when I'm traveling, I'm not smiling either. I'm like
And little do they know you're the biggest bitch there.
no, they know. That's the problem. They know. That's why they stay away from me. But I'm not mean. I'm really not. Like if somebody comes up to me and like just says hi and wants to talk to me, like I'll talk back. Unless like you're annoying me. Like if you do not see the facial cues of like I'm not interested in this conversation or like I zoned out and you're just like chatting, then like I will be like, I'm not interested in this conversation. I'll probably say it ruder than that, but I try not to be. Like I try. I mean, I was worse when I was younger because when I was younger, like I was very proud about not caring about anything or people's feelings,
Yeah.
especially people's feelings. And that was
Especially
because
my feelings.
you were fine. You were fine. You
No, no,
needed
no,
it.
Becca. Was I? Was
Yeah,
I?
you needed it. You like your siblings barely bullied you. You needed to be bullied.
Oh,
You
I don't
needed
know about that. You didn't live with my brother. He was mean.
Oh god, that's true. That's true. Yeah, man. Like I don't know why boys are so mean. I was watching Stranger Things. I finished season
Oh.
4. Yeah, so I'm
Oh,
about to
and how
start.
was it?
Oh,
Wasn't it so good? That was like
it
peak
was
television.
I was really good, and I do want to understand like why the fourth season is like your favorite. But like back to like what I was saying, is I really related to Max of just like her conflicted feelings about her brother, about like being sad about his death, but also being like I basically did wish that he would die because he just made my life like a living hell, and I related to that so hard because I feel like that's how it was for me with my brother Abdel. Like he just made my life terrible, would humiliate me, would like just like every day make me cry. Like he was my biggest bully out of like all my siblings. And like I said, like he would do humiliating things to me. Like we would be like playing outside. I'd be playing outside like my neighbors and stuff and play like either football or soccer or something. And he would just like throw the ball like really hard at me to the point where like it would hurt like if I caught it. So like I wouldn't. And then he would just like laugh and like point and be like basically like you suck. And like I would just like leave crying and then like I would lock myself in the restroom and he would just come and just bang on it until like I would get out. And he was just like so terrible. Like he was just a very, very terrible brother. Like regardless of what you're going through, like I feel like doing that to someone that's younger and a girl, like dude, come on. Like you're not shit, basically. But anyways, I digress. Anyways, yes, I saw the fourth season. I did like it. I feel like my favorite part was fucking Nancy with her sawed off shotgun.
Dude, she's
Bro,
such a badass. Like she has
dude.
come. She went such a long way from season one Nancy to like the end of the show.
Oh
You're just
yeah,
like,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. She fucking killed it. She fucking killed it. So yeah. So tell me, like, what makes the fourth season like your favorite season?
It's because like I feel like it's such a good representation of what depression is. You know what I mean? Like with
Expand on
Max
that.
specifically.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah, where she's like she
yeah.
doesn't at the beginning of the season she doesn't care. She's like pushing everybody away. She wants to die, you know? And it's like she when Vecna like finally gets her and she's like fighting so hard to get out of there cuz she realizes like hey, maybe like I don't want to die. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like there's stuff like still worth living for. And I
yeah.
think they just did such a good job. Like the writers, the writing with that whole thing, chef's kiss. The best
Yeah,
season of the show by
yeah.
far.
I'll give you that. I feel like my favorite one was the mall. Like, that the second or the third one?
I think it was the third one, wasn't it? I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it was the
yeah,
second. No, yeah, it was the third one.
yeah. Because the second one is whenever the mind flayer was
Mm-hmm.
like a thing or whatever, and everybody was being like super overprotective of like Will.
Wee.
But yeah, no, I like the third season. I think the nostalgia of it, like going to the mall with your friends and it being summer. I feel because like Odessa was very hot and I feel like I mean, we spend the most time together like when it was summer because like we just had nothing to do, so we would just bike to each other's houses and play video games and get up to no good.
Right.
Um and so like I
Shoot
feel like
each other with airsoft.
punch each other. we gotta get into it. And the fire that we set.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I like the third season a lot because it reminded me of a lot of that time and those days, and also because like I like that Eleven became friends with Max, and Max was like, Mike is not the only thing that's out there. Like,
Right.
girls can also have fun. And then also she kind of find like her little style. She's like figuring herself out. And then also like she got stronger and like she was just like fucking like flailing Billy around and just like slamming him into like walls and shit. Like she was like I,
Yeah.
I like that she kind of really grew more into like her abilities and kind of like I don't know, use them more than just trying to do something for somebody else. And she just kind of used them for herself to have fun, to be a kid, to be a girl. And like I think that's why like I really like the third season. Is just like the vibe, the just the environment, and like even though they did get a little bit more split up. I also like the comedy in it too, with like Steve and what's her name, the girl that plays Anxiety.
Robin.
Yeah. When they're in the ice cream shop and then like trying to figure out like the Russian codes, like that was funny. And then Erica as well. I think that's
Yeah.
why I like the third season is because of that, the mall and the nostalgia, and then 11 branching out, and then just like the comedic timing of the trio that they had there at the ice cream scoop shop.
Scoops ahoy. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so glad. So you haven't started the fifth season at all?
No, I literally like just before we start, I jumped on. I was like watching the football game and watching Stranger Things because the football game
Right.
was so boring that I just like put on Netflix and finished up the fourth season. It's because I have to like stop watching it because it is like kind of scary, and Nadia will like come in and be like she'll have nightmares like if she hears it.
Oh
Like
my god.
even when she's sleeping, if I have it on, like it's not good for her psyche for me to have it on. So I do have to like watch it like in moments when I'm by myself. So like it took me like a few days to finish watching the entire like last episode of the fourth season. But yeah, I just finished it up right before like jumping on this call, and like I was watching the football game and then watching it as well. But yeah, it was sad. It was intense. Learned a whole lot of shit that I wasn't aware. I was like, damn, like one, like that was a twist, like
Dude,
that
like
was a
the way that they
surprise.
introduced him, like
Yeah.
they like tied him into the. I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. This is amazing
Yeah.
television.
No, yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. For sure they killed it. Like it always makes me think from like the writer perspective because like I write and I'm just like, okay, when you first started the show, like was this always the plan or like you just kind of like always just let it unfold? Because like
right,
as a writer, at least whenever I was in college, the way that they taught us to write was to not focus so much on the plot and just kind of focus more at a scene level and continue the scene moving. Like, okay, your characters are in their bedroom. What do they see? What does it feel like? What does it look like? Your characters are driving down the street. Like, what does it look like? This character's interacting with this other character, and like that's a scene. And what's the conversation like? And what does that lead next to? So that's how I've built my stories, like scene by scene by scene by scene, kind of like a movie. And so when it comes to these shows that are like very well written or like over an extensive amount of time, like 10 years, I always wonder like did they always have this shit in the drawing board of like, hey, there's going to be a one and this is going to be like the arch nemesis of 11 and he's going to be the villain this entire time. Like I mean I love hearing about the actors, but I would love to hear about the writing process of
yeah.
the show.
They just got out a documentary that you should probably watch
Is it the
about
on Netflix?
the writing of the show. Yeah, but
Oh
finish the
shit.
show first because you're probably gonna get spoiled.
Oh no,
But
yeah, of course, of course, of course. But yeah, I did see that
you
there was
will
like
find out things.
it is it the like Stranger Things Beyond? I think is that what it's called?
I think that's what it was called.
Okay, yeah, I'll for sure
Yeah.
watch it. I love watching documentaries. That's the one thing I miss about moving from like DVDs and like VHS into like streaming like shows and movies because I remember when you would buy the DVDs, it would have like the special features and it would
Right.
have
Yeah,
like the
like behind the
behind the scenes
scenes.
stuff. Yeah, I miss that stuff.
Yeah, that was always fun.
But did you watch the documentary?
I did. I watched it with Liliana.
Nice. Did you like it? Learn a lot more
Yes.
stuff?
I mean, yeah, you learn a lot of stuff. You'll see.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. I'll take a look at it. Cool, cool, cool. But yeah, yeah, like we would back a little bit to like, our summer shenanigans. Some of the dumbass shit that we would do was we once bought like boxing gloves and then we got like the little helmets that go with it to protect. And we
I
were
know
just
you
like,
need protection.
and dude, what is that game called where like, you do the little boxing?
The fucking what is it? The Rock'em Sock'em Robots or something
Yes,
like that.
that was literally
Right?
us.
Yeah.
Yes, with each other. And like we would just like hit each other and then if we like got like a good hit, we'd be like cuz like my sometimes my head would ring like he would hit me where I'd be like like that little noise And I'll just be like, give me a second.
Dude,
Wait, hang on.
this is why the way we are now to this day. Dude, we would like get outside and we would be like, all right, you ready? And we'd like do it in the front yard of my house.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what? And one time we were in my bedroom, which was not big enough. Well,
It's
not
so
big enough
small.
at all.
It's like Harry Potter's fucking bedroom.
Yeah, but I remember one time we had been fighting, no, and we were done. We were kind of banged up because my mom walked into the room and we were both laying in my bed and you had like a fucking you had it to your nose because you got a nosebleed and I had ice on my eye because you punched my eye and you punched my eye and my contacts flew out because they got stuck to your glove.
I never remember
And
this.
we were just sitting there. I think my mom walked in. She looked at us and she was like, "God, what's wrong with
Dude,
you?"
nobody requested it. I felt like your mom was like Mike's mom, like just like they're doing something down there, and I don't really care. I have my own problems I'm
I
going
don't
through.
want to know.
I don't want to know. But yeah, and one time too, like you had this like habit of like when you would punch, you would like punch shove. It was almost like like a shove. And so like you were just kind of like shoving me into like the corner, like where your closet was. So like there's your bed, and then like this is the closet, and like here's the wall. And you were just kind of shoving me to that corner. At one point, you just like hit me, and I lost my footing, and I fell into your closet. But your closet had like these drawers, and I just knocked
The
everything
plastic
down.
ones.
Yeah. I was like, dude, it looked like a fucking movie. You know when you hit somebody and they fall on a table and then like they just like scoot everything off the table? Like that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what
Bro,
it looked
you laid there for like a good 5 seconds. Oh
I was
my
just like
god.
it's almost like that was like the ring and she knocked me into the corner of the ring and I was on the ropes and I was just like
You just stayed there for a little bit and I was in the background. I was
yeah.
like, "Are you good?"
Yeah, but it was funny because like we never got like angry about it. Like we never like lost control with each other. I feel like we would take our jabs and if we had like a good hit, it's almost like we knew and we would give each other a second of like, okay, I clocked you real good. Like, are you good? And we'd be like, wait, hang on. And I'd be like, oh, and then we just go right back to it, dude. I don't know why we're such masochists. We just love pain, I guess.
Dude, I remember I had braces and like I was so scared of getting hit in the mouth because I was like, she's gonna cut my fucking lip or something. So every time you'd punch me, I'd be like, okay, hold on. Okay, we're good. Let's go.
Dude, and I feel like those helmets did nothing. Like, they kind
No,
of like cover your
nothing.
head and then they go here, dude. They did nothing.
Nothing at all. We
Yeah.
have concussions.
Oh, for
Those it
sure.
was we might as well just put plastic over our fucking heads.
Yeah, didn't we get mouthpieces at one point? 'Cause I remember having this big black mouthpiece.
I'm pretty sure we did. I think we got a little bit too into it at some point.
Yeah, yeah. So that's some of the dumbass shit that we used to do for sure. And then the other one was we bought like airsoft guns. And so they're not
Yeah,
BB, so they're not metal, but they're plastic, and like they still shoot. Like if you get shot with it, like it
it
definitely
hurts.
hurts. It hurts. Yeah, and so not only do we just like buy like an airsoft gun, we bought like airsoft rifles, like
Yeah,
AK-47
no, we had
style
like
rifles.
this is America, baby. Here's where we
Yeah,
get the
with
AK-47s.
exactly with like the scope and the laser and the flashlight and like the extra cartridge. Like we went like full Rambo on them for sure.
And I had like my little like pouches on the side where I could like reload real quick.
Yeah, I still have most of my stuff. I still
Do
do.
you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's how kind of like if we like travel or something like camping, like I'll bring them as precaution because like a lot of people like
Yeah.
you can't immediately tell whether it's real or not. So we kind of use it like more as a precaution thing. But like anyways, so there was like this like plot of land next to your land. It was just abandoned, but for some reason they had like these big white boulders. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was like these big like cement things. They were just laying there.
Random ass shit. So it kind of created like a little like warfare
Perfect for
maze.
stealth.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then our dumbasses, because of course our shit came with like lasers and like flashlights, we would do it at night, and then we bought like glow in the dark, fucking like
Yeah.
airsoft BBs, and then we got high, and then we went and shot each other.
I would like sit in my truck and we would like, and then we'd be like, alright, you ready?
Let's go, and then we would like go, and then be like,
Dude, but it was like we'd be running around, but I'd be because we were like high, so I'd be laughing. I'd be running. I'm like hee.
And then I had my whole flashlight on so you could see exactly where I was. So and then I was like, I had to turn it off, but then I couldn't see where I was walking, and I would hear like, And then you'd be like, "Are you okay?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, are you okay?" And dude, that shit fucking. I mean, we had glasses. I think like that's the only thing we would wear that was protection was just like glasses for our
Yeah.
eyes, but
Yeah.
everything else was like fair game. But yeah, some of the dumbass shit we would do. And then I remember that it was like I think that same night, like we had finished playing and we were sitting in your truck. And dude, I swear to God, you kept going on about there being a wolf outside, like the fucking
Dude, it's
car.
because we lived way out in the middle of nowhere. All
Like your
right,
neighbors were
it's
cows.
dark. It's dark and I can't see, so like the shadows were playing tricks on my eyes. I was seeing like coyotes like circling the truck, and I was like,
Dude, shoot. You were like, do you not see that, dude? Dude, do you see that? Do you see that wolf right there? Do you see it? I'm like, no. What are you talking about? Oh, Jesus. And then don't get me started on the fucking bird. Oh my God.
dude,
And
that was scary.
you weren't even
I
high
still
that
remember
that
that.
time. Yeah.
I wasn't.
So no, you weren't. We were like younger than that. We were younger than like when we were doing the gun shit. So we were, we would have this habit where like if we hung out that day, I would just like park my car in front of your house and we would just sit in my car and just like talk and stuff. And so was the window rolled down or up?
It was
It was
down. That's why I
down.
was
Yeah.
scared. If it was
Okay.
up,
Okay.
I'd have been like, oh, whatever.
Okay. So the window was rolled down. So like, I was parked in like Lee's house over here. And so Lee's sitting in the passenger side. So her window's rolled down. And then Lee has like a tree like in front of her house. And so we were just like talking about like the night sky and like how cool it was and stuff. And like you're just kind of like looking out the window and you're kind of just like
Yeah, because you
staring
were
at
like
something.
yapping on about something, and I was like focused on this tree because there was like a bird in
Yeah. So like, it was dark, and it's there's no light out there. We're in the
None.
country. We're
None.
out in the country. Like literally across the street from you is like land, like
Nothing.
barren land. All there is are sometimes you see cows and it's just like there's nothing. And then like that's it across the street. And then next to you, on your right of your house was like the boulder empty lot, and then on the left was
Hmm.
like your neighbors, but they weren't really out. Like they were kind of just six, like
It was
stayed to
like two
themselves.
trailers in the lot, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah. So like it was like nobody out there. But anyways, I was just like yapping as I usually am, and like you were just kind of staring at that. And like I guess you thought like there was a bird on the tree that I guess you had been scoping out, and I guess like the bird flew away, but I guess like the way that the shadows were kind of casting, it looked like it was coming into the car through the window that was open. And
Dude.
this motherfucker has like the highest pitched scream I have ever heard. She screams like the little fucking girl from I don't know whatever movie, and she just is like jumps onto my lap basically. She's like, "Ah!" And then just jumps into my fucking lap. So she like bursts my eardrum and then she's on top of me. And I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? What are you doing? She's like, it's the bird. I
Bro,
thought it was
you were
coming
so
here.
mad at me. Oh my god, you were like, what's wrong with you? Dude, I was so scared. I swear that thing was gonna fly in there and it was gonna be like trying to get out and it was gonna poke our eyes out with its beak or something.
I mean, I believe you. Like, I believe that that was gonna happen. Like, I wouldn't have cared that you were scared of it or you jumped at me. It's your fucking scream. Like, your scream, like, pierced my eardrum, and, like, that's what I was pissed about. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm right next to you. Why do you have to scream? It sounds like a fucking missile, like a silo. I don't know what it is. You just have, like, the highest pitchy ass scream I've ever heard in my life.
Well, I mean, I was scared. It was dark. I can't believe we weren't smoking that night.
Dude,
Jesus.
we weren't. No, we were younger than that. Like, I don't think, yeah, we weren't like at the smoking. And also, we didn't smoke until after high school. Like, the
Yeah.
gun thing was like we were in college. Like, well, I think it was like the first year of college as freshmen, because I think you only did like what 2 semesters, and then you were like, nah.
I really like school. No, but you know what? Speaking of being in cars, remember we
Hmm.
were in my truck and it was I think it was your birthday and I got you a Zippo.
Yeah, I still have it.
Yeah, and it was nighttime. It was always dark outside. And you had just gotten it filled up or something and you turned it on and it was like really big, so you threw it and it landed in the footwell of my side and it was just like this flame, dude. And I was
No,
freaking out. I was trying to stomp it, but nothing was working. I was like, and you're just sitting there like literally like this, and you're just laughing at me. And I'm like scrambling. There's like nothing. So I like quickly get out of the thing and I pick it up and I throw it out.
You flung the shit out of me. You were like, wah. But no, it gets worse. It's worse. You missed the detail. So I had bought the wrong fuel for it, for the Zippo, first of all. And so it's like that aerosol can that I think is like for like a different kind of lighter that you like, it's like the bottom of it and you stick it and then you like pull it and it's like aerosol and it puts the gas in there. So that's what I had initially bought for the Zippo and that's not what it needed. So I used that to fill it up and I was like, here, you do it. I was like, here, you do it. And I convinced you to fucking like light it and do it because like I was too scared.
It was
Exactly.
me?
So I was like, dude, do it. You were like you were like holding it. You were like so scared. And when you did it, dude, it like, cause like the whole thing got covered in like whatever that aerosol gasoline. Dude, we did the dumbest shit. And so we were in your car and like the whole Zippo basically caught fire. So you dropped it on your mat. And thankfully you had like bucket seats. So you had like the bucket mats. They weren't like just like felt. And then you were
Yeah,
like
no, we would
stomping
have
on it and
gone
like it
into
wouldn't
flames.
it wouldn't go out. So then you just like fucking flung it out you opened the door and then you just like flung it out of the truck and then eventually it just like turned off. But yeah, I always convinced you to do the dumbest shit, but that was definitely one of them.
Good
But
times.
that's not even our only fire story. Is the scary part.
Yeah, I think we were like pyromaniacs when we were kids or something.
I wasn't. I had to help put it out. It wasn't me that started it.
Well, it wasn't me either.
When you're the dumbass that invited that other dumbass to like hang out.
I was a kid.
Dude, okay, so Lee also has like land behind her house. It's like her dad used to keep like chickens. So he had like all these chicken coops that
Chickens, we had goats.
yeah,
I had a
yeah,
horse at one point.
yep, country ass bitches we are. And so there was like he had like all these chicken coops and then like separated the house from like the back of the yard, which is like the back land or whatever. So like he like no longer had chickens in there. It was kind of abandoned, but like it was like the middle of the summer, so like all the weeds had like grown and then dried. So it was just like full of weeds back there and like there was like a few like trash cans. Like where we live, we would burn our trash. Like so we had like these big like barrels. At least like at that point, like were you guys burning your trash still at that time or
Yeah, we
no?
would. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so we still did. So yeah, like so we had like there was like barrels of trash back there and everything, and so like we were just like playing back there and like exploring. And then one of Lee's neighbor like was playing with us, and I'm not gonna name names, and he was like just a boy, a dumbass. And I don't
I
know
was a
how, but
boy.
he just kind of like was like, hey, you guys, like, you want to see like if we just like start this fire and see if this burns? And it's like it's the middle of the summer, everything is dry as fuck.
And it's a lot. I mean, like, you can't walk back there. There's so much dead weed. Like, you can't. It's
Like the
just
size
like
of us.
piled on top of it. Like, you can't move around. That's how much there is back there.
Yeah. And so he just starts like a little fire and then like he like puts it out and we're like, okay, cool, whatever. And then he it's about to be out and then he's like, well no, I want to see it burn a little bit more. And then he like lets it like go a little bit more and then like he just like keeps like letting it grow and grow and then he doesn't put it out and then it just all of a sudden spreads to like
Dude, before
other
you
shit.
know it, like, this whole thing is in flames, bro.
I just saw like my life flash before my eyes and I just saw like spreading and spreading and then I was like, dude, go get buckets or something. And so like you had a water hose that was connected to your house, but like it wouldn't reach all the way back there.
It
It
was
would
too far.
it was too far. So then I was like, hey, go get buckets, we'll fill them up and then we'll just do it. So like, dude, this bitch comes back. Let me show you. I thankfully I have a cup here. She comes back running from inside her house. She's like, guys, I got some cups.
No,
I
no,
got
no,
some.
no. I brought you. I didn't go inside. I brought you like trash that I found. It was like a Downy bottle, and I brought my dog's water bowl.
But dude, I remember you also brought those cups from inside your house that were kind of like V-shaped and they had like little designs. And so they were like really thick, but when you look inside, it would barely could like hold anything. And I was like, bitch, what the fuck am I gonna do with these? So then that's when we kind of like what is it called? We like dug in your trash and found like empty Gain bottles and Downy bottles, and then we started filling
I
that up.
don't remember going into my house because I was too scared.
Yeah.
But like, cause like the water hose, it barely reached. Like you could go into the back part, but not very far. So you were like, you had it, and you put your little thumb on it. You were like, and then you were like spraying us more than the fire.
So then we're all wet, and then everything's burning. So it's burning really fast. So there's like a lot of ash in its wake. So then we're getting filled with all this smut and like fucking like ash basically while we're wet. And then we're like coughing and like our eyes are red from all this smoke.
Dude, my eyes were burning.
Dude, it was terrible. And then it's like heat of the summer. And then it starts getting worse because it's about to spread into the neighbors. And so like we're running and filling up these bottles and like trying to put it out and like stepping on it. I think like your like shoe almost caught on fire at one point.
My pant, I was stepping on a thing, and you were like, dude, your pant leg.
Cause you used to wear like you look like fucking Shaggy. Like you used to wear these like
Hey,
jeans that
hey,
were like
that
big
was
as
the
the.
style when we were in elementary school. What the hell is wrong with you?
It's fine. I mean I'm not saying
It just
a
wasn't
bad.
last year.
I'm not saying
Jesus.
it's a bad fashion statement. I'm just saying you look like fucking Shaggy with like Vans and like big ass like bell shoes that were like hanging from the bottom. That's why your shoe got caught fire. Anyways, and so like it was starting to spread to the back alley and into the neighbors. So like we were trying to like get it, and then so at one point it went beyond the fence, and like the way that the fencing that you have, it was like that big metal. It was like metal like piping that was like at the top of your fence, and then there was like a fence. And so
Mhm.
like I grabbed it to like jump over it and like turn that out. Dude, I burned my hands because the fucking piping was so hot. So I was like, fuck. And then I don't know how, but we somehow like got the fire out. Like literally like an entire, I would say like half acre burned back there. Like it
Yeah.
just got all engulfed to the point where like it was crisp. Like it was all like black back there. So we finally turned it off and stuff, and we're like just soaking wet, red eyes, like just full of fucking like just grit and
Dude,
grime.
we were like standing, all three of us back there, and we're just quiet. And I think after that, we just dispersed. Like everybody went to their own
Yeah,
houses.
I'm gonna go home. Dude, and then I think I remember like I rode my bike home, and then like I don't think I ever saw anybody in my house, or if they didn't question anything, and I'm like, why? Like you didn't question that I smell like smoke, then my eyes were like red, then like I was covered in like black shit, and like I just went and like took a shower, and like nobody ever questioned. Dude, your family didn't even know when they lived there. Like nobody ever went back there because the chicken coops kind of covered it all. And dude, your family never found out. You literally had to tell your mom and dad that that happened because they
I'm
never
pretty
knew.
sure my sister was the one that told him. Because I remember years later, I told her. And then she was the one that told, like, my mom even later than that.
Yeah.
But dude, like the next day, because I was on a Saturday, I remember because the next day I had to go to church,
Yeah.
and like the whole day the next day, my eyes were just bloodshot, and everybody was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm great." I
Dude,
almost burned down the whole neighborhood, but yeah, we're good.
we were unsupervised dumbasses for sure.
It was horrible. Like, dude, the flame was like high too, because I remember it got like super high, and I was like, "Oh my god, we're
Dude,
gonna die."
I that's what I'm saying. I saw that my eyes like my life flashed before my eyes. I was like, if I don't die here, like my family's for sure gonna kill me for doing this shit, for
Yeah,
playing
no
with fire.
kidding.
It's like style drop and roll, but I was like, fuck. Yeah, we should have learned our lesson for sure. And ever since then, yeah, I don't play with fire unless I go
Yeah,
camping.
no, that was, dude, like, you think about wildfires, that shit gets started quick. Like, it can
Oh,
go bad fast.
oh yeah, especially like in Texas with like tumbleweeds, like how dry that is, like all that shit's flying around, like everything is like already like just so dry. It's like it's fuel to a flame. The flame loves it, like laps it up like water.
Hell yeah, that was scary. Dude, I don't know how like, what were we, like 12 or 13?
Whenever eight, like we're third grade, fourth grade, I think, when that
No, dude,
happened.
we were already I think we were going to middle school.
So like what, fifth, sixth grade?
Yeah.
So hang on, kindergarten is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're 10.
I don't know how 13-year-olds put out a big ass fire.
But we fucking did it. We should have been firefighters at this point.
Dude, honestly, that was, put that on my resume. I'm good at putting out fires.
Yeah, might as
Good
well
under
duck.
pressure.
Yeah. I have one last thing from like our childhood that I wanted to bring up, but I have made an agreement with you that I would no longer bring it up, but Nadia wants me to. Is
Oh God, I know what it is. Jesus Christ. It's been so long.
well, yeah, I haven't.
Just let it go.
I was like, it is what it is. I told you I made an agreement with you, like I won't bring this up no more. But like Nadia, she's like, you have to bring up the duck story. And I was just like, I told her I wouldn't do it anymore, but I guess just for this, the last time, I will bring it up. But there was a duck involved, a baby duck. And so
He was
my
tiny.
it was tiny. It was a baby duck. My brother had gotten it for his girls, like, because they lived across the street from me. Like, my nieces lived across the street, and like we had horses and and things like that. So like they would go to the feed store to get food for like the horses and stuff like that. So they were selling like these little ducks, and so he got one for my niece, but like the duck would not stop quacking. Like it was like quack 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 quack. Like it just would not shut up essentially. So they got tired of it. They're like, "Hey, do you want this duck?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll take care of it." It was super cute, like the way you imagine. Like, you know, like the little duck commercial for Dawn when they clean them up because of the oil spills and stuff. Like, it was nice and tiny like that. And so, like, the way that I got it to be quiet was like I would hold it and it would like sleep here, like in the middle of my, like, I think he
Jesus
thought I was like his
Christ.
mom. And so I basically took it everywhere with me. So I went over to Lee's house to play and I brought the little baby duck with me. And so, like, we were playing with it and like we were in the back of like your dad's truck, right?
Yeah. And he
Yeah.
had
So
a
we're,
toolbox.
Yeah, so he had like those trucks that have like that big metal toolbox like right in the back of it. And so we let the duck like just kind of roam free in the back of the truck because it couldn't go anywhere. And we were sitting on that toolbox. And
I
so
mean,
like,
listen, let me just add. You had been at my house for a while. We had been spending quite a bit of time with this duck. It even swam in my sink for a little bit. I
oh
remember you were
yeah,
like,
it's
"You want
right.
to see it swim?" And you like filled up the sink, and it was just waddling its little feet in there. Really cute.
It was
Really
so
cute.
it was so cute. And so like we were sitting back there and I didn't realize that like the toolbox that we were sitting on, there was like a little tiny space in the bottom. Like, you know, I just always assumed like a toolbox was like all the way to the ground and it was just kind of fastened to the back of the truck, but there was like a little space. So the little duck disappeared. And so I had gone off and I was kind of like looking for it. And it was just about to like start coming out from underneath like the toolbox. And Lee goes like our feet are dangling, you know, we're tiny kids. And so she goes to get off the toolbox, and when she steps down, she steps on the duck. Ugh. And so it's so tiny, and it got squished, and the poor duck like flailed. It was very dramatic. It died very dramatically. Wasn't great. Little green stuff came out of his butt, and it was just like, blah, blah. And then it was like, blah. And I'm like this little kid, and I'm just like,
Bro,
I
you were
just didn't.
traumatized. I was traumatized. I was the murderer. And then you picked up the duck, bro, and you literally have its like carcass in your hands, and you're just like you sat down in the truck and you're just looking at it, and you start crying, and I was like, oh my god, I'm the worst person ever.
Like I know you didn't do it on purpose, but it still hurt. Like it still sucked. Like I didn't hate you. Like I didn't like feel like you like hurt me on purpose. Like I just was sad that like the poor little duck had like died. And I just didn't know what to do with it. So I just kind of carried his dead little body around. I remember at one point I think I wrapped it in a napkin and I put it like in your tree for some reason. And I think like that's where I left it. Was like just like up in your tree. But yeah, so I went home duckless. And I never got to see it grow up and see what came of it. And Lee was labeled a duck killer, and I used to just kind of torture her with the story to make up for the fact that she killed my duck. Um, and then so after a while, she was like, "Dude, you gotta like stop. Like you gotta let it go." Because I did use it a lot. I did bring it up a lot. And I'm sure like it is traumatizing for you too. Like it was traumatizing for you too, because like you didn't mean to, and like you were a kid too, and you like killed a poor little baby duck.
That was the first time I had ever killed an animal, like accidentally, like, and I was like, I just stepped on the duck. Oh my god, and
Yeah,
it's dead.
it was so sad. It was very traumatic, traumatizing for sure. And so I made an agreement, like, I think like what, a year, 2 years ago, that I was like, okay, like I will never bring it up anymore. Like it's put to bed. We won't talk about it anymore. But before I had told you that I wouldn't talk about it anymore, I had told Nadia about it. And so like that's why it kind of came back up, and then we made the agreement not to talk about it anymore. Because she didn't believe me really that this story was real. And so I really had to just be like, let me get her on the phone, and like I'm telling you, this really happened. And so like you told her about it, and she, of course, she was devastated too. She like re-experienced it for the first time. And so then like we made an agreement never to talk about it. And then because she's our producer, she was like, guys, I hate to do this to you guys, but like you have to talk about this. Like you have to talk about the duck. And so I had wrote it in my rundown, and I was like, damn it, I have to bring up the duck story.
That duck had no business in the back of my dad's truck. All right.
Had no business
That
being
poor
so
thing.
frail. Yeah, it's in a better place now. At least I hope, But
Yeah, no. I mean, it's been years at this point. It probably reincarnated into another duck already. It's fine,
probably more than likely.
right?
But I definitely every time I see a little duck, I just think about it, like, oh, what could have been. But I digress. We don't have to talk about it no more.
Thank God that's over.
Oh God, I'm so
Fucking
sorry.
duck.
Yeah.
That was. Why did you even have it? Why did you take it? How long do ducks live? It
They
wouldn't be
do.
alive today, would it?
Yeah, I think they do live quite often, quite long. I don't know how many years. Like, let me Google it real quick.
My
Like, how
God,
long? How long do
I'm
ducks
gonna
live for? I
murder you.
I
Would
know
have
like
still
they
had your
grow up in.
duck.
Yeah, let me see.
You could have had a duck in Portland.
It's true. How long do ducks live? Well, mallard, which is like the little green ones, within a
Hmm.
green little 5 to 10 years.
Oh, he would
So
have been dead a long time ago.
not a long time ago, like what, 2010,
Bro, we were
2020.
kids. Our feet dangled from the
Oh, that's
toolbox. We
right.
were
Yeah.
tiny.
Yeah, well, we were like what, like 10 probably, I would say. So it definitely would have died by the time like I hit my 20s.
Yeah, see? So it's
Okay.
fine. All right. Anyways,
Oh God. So yeah, so those are some of the dumbass shit we would do. That was on accident. It wasn't on purpose.
that was
Did
on
we do
accident.
paintball at one point? No.
We did not like just you and me. Like we went to a place. We've done it one time, and we
Oh, in
went to a
Dallas.
place. Yeah,
Yeah, that was fun. That was really cool. I think it was like a son and a dad gave us like their
they're
leftover
paintballs.
paintballs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
super nice.
super. Yeah, I was super
They were like,
depressed.
yeah, go ahead, like shoot them like crazy, because we were trying to conserve them
Yeah,
because we didn't
yeah.
have that many. So, and we told him, and like the guy, he gave us some of theirs, and I was like,
He
oh
was
my
so
god, you're
nice.
so nice. What the hell?
Yeah, he's a dad, which like makes sense because I think we were
Yeah,
like we're little. We were way older than his kid, but like I
we're
remember like
probably
we
like
were.
2021.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Hang on. Hey, I'm on the pod right now. Bye.
God damn.
but but yeah, yeah, we went paintballing. You came in to visit me in Dallas. I was going through a breakup, and so I was like
Bit of a
sad.
rough patch.
Yeah, it was a rough one, and so like we came to support as the best friend, the good best friend that she is.
Because
I
I'm
feel
a
like we
good
don't.
friend.
She really is. Like I mean, we've always been there for each other, but like when we go through really hard, difficult shit, like we really do show up. Like I feel like those are the best moments that we show up for each other. Is when we truly like, because we don't ask for help. We don't really like show weakness. We don't really let our emotions show. And like I just was like, I can't even hide this. Like I can't even stuff down this pain. Like it was that bad. And so like you came and hung out with me for like a few days, and like you just try to do fun stuff to kind of get my mind off of it. And like yeah, we went paintballing. It was very cathartic. It was like fun. And remember that really tall guy? Because there were like these little like blow up little like things that you would hide behind and you would kind of shoot and stuff. This motherfucker was like a Mr. like lanky, 10 foot tall. And he would
Yes.
stand over like these little barriers that we would be hiding, and he would shoot us from like literally like right over the same fucking thing we're hiding, and would shoot us on our head.
Yeah.
Fucking dumbass. So
Dude,
yeah.
I had some of the worst bruises I've ever had in my life after that. And I would love to do it again. But like we're so much older now, dude. I don't know. That it will
Whatever.
it's not we're not gonna heal the same.
Yeah, no, it's gonna take way longer. Like even now when I play softball and the ball hits my legs, I have these big ass. Dude, I still have like an imprint of a ball that hit me on my thigh like last year.
Jesus
Like
Christ, you
it
smell
just
me?
it's like it's almost like the muscle kind of died and like just kind of like it stayed there and healed a little bit, but not quite. I don't know what to tell you what's going on there, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, no, the osteoporosis is starting to set in, bud. I
I'm
can't
like,
do it
dude,
anymore.
you and your
And I've wanted to
osteoporosis.
go, and nobody ever wants to go with me. And like I've been
Same.
asking for years, and now I'm to a point where it's like, well, I mean, shit, now I can't go because if I get shot, like my arm's gonna fall off or something.
For sure, for sure. Dude, next time you come up here and visit again, or like I go down there, I've been to one there in Odessa, but it was like outside and it was like a junkyard. And I remember like I
Yeah,
went,
that's like the type you're gonna find here. You might get some hepatitis or some shit.
no, for real. It's like I remember I went with my family. We did like the whole like a sibling fucking paintball fest, and that was fucking fun. I had just gotten actually I got like my one of my sleeve tattoos, and so it was like hot, and like I had to wear like a long sleeve so I wouldn't like get dirt and shit on it, and so I was like basically like having like a heat stroke while I was playing. But you know my family's like intense and they're competitive and like they get into shit and then they would like do
Oh
anything to
yeah,
hurt each other.
they like come
And
up to you, put the gun against your head, and just fucking.
dude,
That's the type
yeah,
of family you have.
yeah, for sure. You know, we're all crazy. But anyways, I remember like there was like this like, it's a junkyard, so they had like this car that's like old and like Sarai was wearing shorts and she like
Is she
dove into
crazy?
this car. What?
Is she crazy? She's
Yeah,
wearing
no, she
shorts
is.
to
Yeah,
paintball. What the hell?
dude, it was summer. It was hot. So like she wore shorts and dude, she like dove into this car and there was like all this broken glass in there. Dude, her
Oh
knees were
my
all cut up
god.
and shit. And I was like, yeah, that's like we need to go like a professional one that has like turf and shit
Or
where
dress appropriately, like
knee pads or
shorts.
something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But we look really cool. Like we took like a big family picture with like all of our guns and like our little helmets. So it was like really cool. But yeah, I went so we Nadia's a friend that she grew up with. She was like a good family friend. Stayed with us for like a couple of months, like 3 months, and stayed with us because I think she was like moving to Seattle from like where she was staying. So anyway, she was staying here with us for a little bit and she worked for like this like sales company and they were doing like a team outing and their team outing was paintball here in Portland. And she invited Nadia and Nadia was like, "Yeah, I'm not interested in that. Like, I don't want people shitting at me. Like, I don't want to be shooting." And she's like, "But Becca will go." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I will." So like, I went at her place. I had so much fun. I think I only got like 2 paintball shots on me, and
Mhm.
I blasted everybody else. Like, dude, you don't know how many hours I played Call of Duty. You don't know how many hours
Get
I
the
dream
hell
of
out of
this.
here.
And like, I love like shooter. I love sniping, and that's all I did. I would just like find like good ass hiding spots, and I would just like fucking like shoot people. They would be like, "Where the fuck is it coming from?" They would just be like super confused as I get like in the head because I would what it was like these big water barrels and then they would put like a pallet on top and then another barrel and so
Mhm.
like where the pallet is it's like a big like gap so I would like hide there and I would just kind of like through the pallet I would just kind of like shoot them and they never knew where it was coming from so like I came out pretty victorious for sure.
Hell yeah, man. I know. I would
So
like to go back at some point before I die or get too old.
yeah, I like that in Speed Zone. It's like the really fast go-karts where you like literally
Yeah.
have to wear a helmet. Like that's fucking fun. Like I love doing that so much.
See, we don't have stuff like that here, man. I remember there used to be a golf cart thing. I think there is one though, actually.
A golf cart thing, like what?
But it's
Like
like
where you
going towards
crash?
like Midland.
What
No,
do
where
you mean
you
a
like
golf
race.
golf carts? Are they
Did I say
slow?
golf cart? My bad. I
Go-kart.
meant go kart. My bad. My
Oh,
bad.
okay. I was like, I've never heard. I thought that's what I thought you were trying. I
Like
thought you were
crazy.
trying to say bumper car, and you were saying golf carts. I was like, the ones that
Oh, no, no,
crash.
no. No, no, no. I meant go karts.
Got it, got it, got it. Yeah, well, cause like I mean, I remember like when we were growing up, we had like putt putt, and
Yeah,
there
we
was
had
like,
that. They took it out probably for some like drug dealers or something.
yeah,
And then we also had in that same thing, there was like a one where it had like a putt putt and a golf cart thing, and they just took it out. There ain't shit to do here.
nothing ever
We get
lasts.
something nice, and then they just take it away.
Yeah,
And
what
it's
happened
like,
to that?
no, y'all are just gonna work and drink, and like there's strippers around the corner if you want, but that's it.
You're not lying. But wait, what happened to like that big entertainment center like in the middle of Odessa and Midland? It was like a movie theater and it had like a
Oh,
kids play.
Synergy, it's still
Yeah,
there. Yeah, it's
like
still
it.
there. That's like the only thing we have. It's like the newest thing.
Yeah, I remember like it was built like kind of like when I had just finished college or something. I remember like, but it was. Is it still like there? Is it still like, or is it janky now?
No, it's still there, and they keep updating it. They have like a. It used to be like laser, and now it's like some little like bolitas that you just like. Pew pew pew.
Oh, nice. Do they have bowling in there?
Yeah, they have bowling. It's expensive as fuck though.
Gotcha. Yeah, we used to do a lot of diamond lanes. Like I feel like that they were there forever,
We
but they were
did.
like
They're still
reason.
there.
Yeah, I remember we would do school field trips there. Like we would go. Like my family liked to bowl a lot for some reason. I don't know why, but we would
Really?
bowl a
I'm not
lot.
a big bowling fan. But I mean, if you go with the right people, it could be fun. But I'm just not like that into it. Man.
Yeah, I'm not like, yeah, let me go bowling. Like I'm decent, but like after a while, like my arm starts to hurt because like I'm a fucking softball player and I want to like throw the fuck out of it, and then like
She's
my
an
shoulder hurts.
athlete.
I'm an athlete. Yeah. No, I do decent. I can give you maybe get like one or two strikes and like in a game and like that's about it. But like my arm starts to hurt. And I just overdo it. And I just never know what size of ball to use and I just feel like I end up injuring myself. But like Nadia doesn't really like bowling, so it's not something we ever like really like do a lot. It was something that we did growing up because there was nothing to do in Odessa, especially to do as a family. Like
Yeah,
it was like the mall and bowling and like that was about it. And eating.
that's it. And there's the ice rink. I don't know if it's still
Oh,
there. I don't really go to the mall anymore. I don't know if it's
the
still
mall's
there.
still there? The carpeted ass
The
mall?
yeah, the fucking flea market. Yeah, we still got that bitch. I can't believe people go.
Oh,
It's so
dude.
bad in there. Like, why would you put carpet in a mall? Ugh, what? What are we doing?
Mm,
What are we doing?
Odessa, man.
I don't
Oh
know.
my God.
Anyways, yeah, there ain't shit to do here.
Oh well, the guy that plays Rosanov on Heated Rivalry, I saw one of his night talk show interviews with like I think it was Jimmy Fallon, and he was like shouting out Odessa, and he basically was like saying that the only exposure to hockey he had was really from the Jackalopes.
I
Was
did
like
see that.
yeah, and he
Yeah,
did say that like one of the guys that actually played for the Jackalopes was like on the movie set, like being one of the skaters.
yeah. Small world.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Did you look up a lot of information about him? Like, how did he even get into acting from Odessa?
I don't. I mean, I haven't really looked up too much. I just know what I saw was that he went to school in France.
Oh, I saw that, but I thought he only did like a year. He said his junior year, he did like a year, like semester or whatever year.
Yeah,
His junior.
and then I think his parents moved to Southern California, which
Oh, makes sense.
more opportunities because you ain't
Yeah,
gonna
you're
get
there.
shit here.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, how the fuck did you like get opportunities
Not
here?
to be creepy, but yes, I did look him up. But it's because it's so rare that somebody comes from Odessa and like he was at the Golden
Oh,
Globes, bro. Like, yes, I'm gonna look him up.
yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, it's interesting. Like, he clearly like. We laugh a lot like when me and Nadia like watch like their interviews. It's funny because their characters almost like swapped because he's just like so hardcore in the movie, but then when you look at him, he's like so bubbly and smiley and just like very like go happy go lucky person. So it's really funny the contradiction between his characters and like in real life. So he's a good actor because he convinced me.
Yeah,
You know.
because when I think the first time I saw an interview, I was like, oh my god, he's so like peppy and not mean.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely takes you by surprise for sure. Yeah, but anyways, this dude was watching Friday Night Lights on the plane, and he was like, he stayed behind to like kind of finish it until like the last minute, possible minute. So he was very hooked.
I mean, hell yeah, go Panthers
Yeah, I
every
almost
time.
wear my Panther shirt. I have one. I have
Oh,
two.
you still have your merch? What a fucking loser.
Shut the fuck up. I do. I have a lot of like like our school shirts because we had like a shirt for photography for like what is it theater like
Mhm.
whatever shirts that we bought for like games and stuff like that. I kept a lot of those and they're like in a box and I wanted to make like a quilt out of them, but I just like don't know where to take them to do something like that. But I still have my shirts. We should do an episode all in Spanish.
Imagine I'd be tripping over my words. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not like we should though. That'd be fun. We could like challenge ourselves.
Yeah, like in like
A
if
ver
you
cómo nos va.
Yeah, like if you speak for every Spanish word that you speak, like you owe the other one $1. You just kind of like rack them up. Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna be like Liliana. We have to practice. I mean, like I always speak to her in Spanish regardless. Like once
Yeah,
in a while, I'll tell her something. She started saying "I guess." It's really cute. The other day, I told
yeah.
her something, and she was like, "I guess."
Oh my God, that's hilarious. That's like Nadia in Spanish. Like she literally like we went to Benihana's to celebrate because she got a new job and so she's starting on Monday. Or she's starting tomorrow. And so we
Mhm.
went to Benihana's and we were waiting to be like seated, and there was this like lady with her baby, and her baby was like very, very cute. I think she was about like 11 months old, but the lady didn't speak English, and so like Nadia was trying to communicate with her, and like the lady was like, "Do you not speak Spanish?" And she's like, "Muy poquito." She's like, "I'm trying." She's like, "Only words I know is cállate." Anyways, all right. Well, I don't know what's wrong with the internet, but like, let's wrap it up. Let's do
No, but I like talking to you. It's my favorite part of the day.
Oh, that's cute. That's adorable. But no, I got shit to do. No, I'm
All
just kidding.
right.
No, but to
Aw, I look like I'm constipated.
I know, so I had to take a picture of it. But no, tell us what's the cat's meow this week.
Um,
Stop doing that.
he's, you know what? He hasn't been. I think he misses Liliana. The other day
Aw.
I was laying in bed and he was like, he came up to me and then he like kind of like went to her side and he was like sniffing around. I guess he was looking for her and then he was like, damn, she's gone. She's like, fuck, I'm stuck with you.
Oh, that's really sad.
But I
Okay.
don't know if you can hear him, but he's meowing outside of the door right now. He won't shut up.
No, I can't hear him.
But no, he went outside a little bit for today. I thought he was gonna like it because it was just
Yeah,
like there's snow, literally
yeah,
snow everywhere,
yeah, yeah.
and he was like
Show
kind
me,
of walking around.
send me pictures. I want to see pictures of the snow.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
But
Um.
yeah, and I had to like
Oh.
I tried to go get him and he ran away, and I was like, come back, you're gonna get hypothermia. What's wrong with you?
He's like, I'm brave. Little
Finally.
maniac. Yeah. I don't think I have like a specific story really. I mean, they're just being cats. I
Yeah.
will say I was laughing last night because the way that Pepper sleeps, she sleeps like very close to my head. So like, like my pillow's here and she kind of like burrows almost like kind of underneath my pillow and next to my head.
Yeah.
And so like my bedside table's right there and I kept like reaching over to get something to drink. So when I would like reach over, I kept like hitting her on the head with my elbow as like because I would go like this and you would just see her little ear, she would be like and then she would get mad. And then I do it again, she would be like but she never leaves. Like she just fucking takes it because she just like wants to be all up under me.
Of course.
But yeah, but it's funny. She's just so cute. She's just such a little talker. I've been doing this thing now where she like just loves to go, especially because it's been so windy. She chases leaves, and so she's always like out
Mm.
the window. Like anytime she sees like the grass moving, she wants to go out there. But it's been so cold that like I haven't really been letting them out because I don't want to be out there because I have to watch them. And really, it's not so much her, it's the other two gray cats. Like if I don't really pay attention to them being outside, like they will go like Jarvis goes up the stairs because I live on the first floor of a complex.
Yeah.
He goes up the stairs. Or like, we have like the back end of the apartment building that we're at and like or he will walk back there. And then sometimes he'll go like underneath cars in the parking lot and I'm just like, no. So like I don't want to be out there, but she just really wants to go. But the thing is like I never have to worry about her going too far. Like she just stays like under the bushes because she already has anxiety, so she doesn't like being perceived. So she
Mhm.
hides most of the time and doesn't go very far. So I've been doing this thing where like I just open the door and let her out, and then I'll just kind of like sit there and just be on my phone or whatever. And then when she's ready, she just comes and reaches up the door, like outside, like she'll reach for the handle, and so then I know that she wants to come back inside, and so like I let her in, and like her and Nadia and Pepper are like nemesis, like they don't get along.
Yeah.
And so she's always like, "How come Pepper gets to go outside like that and not the boys?" And I'm like, "Because they don't listen. They go and do whatever the fuck they want, and I have to go chase them down. I don't have to worry about her. And plus, she comes back and tells me when she's ready." And she was like, "Well, how do you know if you haven't tried it?" And then I literally had to like give her like all these examples of like Jarvis is on his fuck shit, hiding under cars, running away. Like he literally will go like beyond like the gate that encloses our building if I'm not paying attention. I'm like,
Oh
no.
my god.
Yeah, no. Like they're not to be trusted. I've already seen it. And I'm like, and she's proven like over like 5 times already that I've done this with her that she literally will not go anywhere and she comes back. Like one time um we learned this the hard way was so the way there are windows work here in Portland is like they're ones that you crank them open essentially like you roll them open. So our bedroom windows don't open all the way, they kind of just crack.
Mhm.
And so it was like the summertime and so like we left the window open because it's just like a nice breeze. And then we get a call from my neighbor and she was like, "Hey, I think one of your cats is trying to get in." We're like, "What?" I was like, "There's no cats outside." So like we were on our way home thankfully, and so we got there, and what Pepper had done was like she clawed the fucking mesh from the window. She
Mhm.
like clawed it and removed it and jumped out through the
Oh,
little crack of the
Jesus.
window. But then she had no way of getting back in, so she was on the patio door like meowing to get back in. So like she knows where home is. She knows like how to come back. And so like
Yeah.
I'm like she just wants to be out for a little bit, and plus it is really cold, so she eventually gets too cold and like comes back in. But like yeah, that's it's always a story about Pepper because like the gray ones, they're great, but they don't listen as well as she does.
That was the boys. Last time Macaroni got out, and he was like down the block, and we were like, "Oh my god, somebody's gonna take you, or a dog's gonna get you."
What a dumbass! You have to shake the little bag.
I
You know,
hate him.
I do this thing. I remember one time it was like late at night and we were like driving back home and it was like we're going down through like some neighborhood streets because like there's like construction like where we live and there was this cat and he was like walking by the sidewalk and like I pulled up next to it. I rolled down the window and I was like, hey, get your ass back home. Get out of the street. He was like he was like confused that like I saw him and I was talking to him and like I don't it almost felt like he could understand what I was telling him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so now I do that a lot. Like if I see like a stray cat or whatever, I'll just be like, "Hey, get your ass back home. What are you doing out here?"
Real quick before you go.
Tell me.
I saw this
Go, 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 go.
TikTok a
Mm-hmm.
while ago, and it's this lady. She's African, and she's with her kids, and they're eating dinner. And they're like, she's filming them, and then she films, like, she pulls the camera back to herself, and she's like, okay, like, eat your dinner, kids, because children in America are starving. And I was like,
I didn't see
it gave me chills. I was
that.
like, oh my gosh.
She's not wrong. How the turntables.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, that was like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
That's
Anyways,
crazy.
and on that note,
Same time next week.
yay.